Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome to my next Let's Play. We're going to be playing Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time. This came out for the Nintendo DS in 2005. This is basically the sequel to Superstar Saga. It's hard to really call it a sequel because it doesn't really continue any of the plot or story elements that were developed in Superstar Saga. Completely unrelated to that game whatsoever, but there is one nod to it, the game, which basically declares this game is a sequel, and obviously we'll get into that later. But yeah, Alpha Dream, the developers of this game, decided that, well, if Nintendo is going to double the number of screens we have for this system, why not double the amount of characters? Because in addition to Mario and Luigi, we also get to control the baby counterparts of the two brothers in another fun-filled RPG adventure. Now, you guys know I am a big fan of Superstar Saga. I really enjoyed playing Superstar Saga, probably one of my favorites Mario RPGs, just with how much fun of a game it is. Of the Mario and Luigi games, I honestly feel like Partners in Time is probably my least favorite. Not that I really think the game's a bad game, not at all. It's just, I feel like a part of it kind of loses a lot of the charm that I really loved about Superstar Saga. And again, it's all subjective, it's just my own personal opinion. It just was kind of harder for me to kind of get on board with this game, but it is definitely still fun in its own right. So let's go ahead and get things started here. This is obviously my practice file. We're going to go ahead and start a new file. Yeah, let's get this going. Really, really long ago, in a galaxy far away, no, way far out in space, I mean, I guess that's close enough, in a dark, dank place shunned by starlights, there was this creepy planet floating alone. The beings of this world were creepy. They spent their time staring creepily into space. Just creepy daydreamers, right? Wrong. They were searching for a new home. At last, they fixed their creepy gazes on a distant world, a land of beauty and peace. Oh-ho! Young masters, Mario and Luigi, I've anxiously awaited your arrival. Yes, indeed, the princess craves playmates. I'm afraid she's rather tantrumy. Press up on the directional pad to walk to the room where she awaits. Please go to her at once. Okay, so we're controlling the babies right now. Also, before I get things moving, I do apologize if you're not too fond of the current layouts. I spent hours and hours trying to come up with something I liked for this playthrough, but it was really, really difficult. This is already a weird DS game in the sense that the top screen is not just used as a map the whole time like it is now. Sometimes it's used for gameplay, other times it's used as a continuation of the bottom screen. So you kind of need to have the two screens together, at least in my opinion. And kind of doing a bunch of like switching between layouts and stuff to compensate for whatever's going on at that time just isn't really that efficient. So in the interest of simplicity, I'm going to go with this. I'm sorry if you don't like having kind of smaller game screen. I think that's just going to be the one that'll work best for this game in particular, in my own honest opinion. So we're going to roll with this. So yeah, the controls for the most part are pretty similar to what they are in Superstar Saga. Obviously, you have to kind of update it to, like, you know, the DS standards compared to the Game Boy Advance. So you move around with the control. Well, I'm using the control stick because I'm playing this on a 3DS, but if you play this on a regular DS, it would just be a control pad. You can actually use the X and Y buttons to jump in this game as opposed to the A and B buttons, for reasons that'll get explained later. There's L and R functions, but we don't actually have them right now. You can press the start button, or you could press the start button if there's something we could do, but we don't have the means to do that yet, and yeah, that's basically all it is. So let's go ahead and progress forward here. Oh no! What happened to the toads? I say, what's this hullabaloo? What of the princess? Wahahaha! Wahahaha! I, Prince Bowser, am taking Princess Peach with me. You two babies can scram. Absolute nonsense. I'd rather think that you'll do no such thing. On guard! Wahahaha! Your turn, Super Diaper Bro. Okay, well, there's not really too much we can do in this fight right now. All we can do is just jump. So, yeah, let's jump on Baby Bowser here. Okay, and you can also dodge attacks as well, but we'll get into that in a minute. Young Master Mario. Sorry about fainting a moment ago. Is this your first battle? Shall I perhaps instruct you on action commands? Nah. Aw, truly? Very well, young Master Mario. You are the young master. Okay, so basically, yeah, you activate the command with the brother's specific button. So for Baby Mario, it's always going to be the X button. You press that, you select it again, and as Toadsworth said, there are action commands. So if you press the X button just as you land on Baby Bowser, you'll actually do a little extra damage. And during the defensive phase, you can actually avoid attacks, as I tried to do earlier unsuccessfully. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of one of the things I really like about Superstar Saga, or rather the Mario and Luigi games. It's just that, you know, obviously, like, you have HP, you have health points, but you can actually just straight up dodge the attacks if you get skilled enough and if you know, kind of practice battling certain enemies. So it's kind of, you know, there's a reward to learning an enemy's attack patterns, which is kind of cool. And it's interesting how they kind of combine things with future enemies and, you know, battles later in the game, where you can, you know, have to like really notice very specific things to dodge specific attacks. Anyway, drat, I almost forgot. You can also dodge young Bowser. Yeah, I just kind of mentioned that. Little behind, Toadsworth. Thank you anyway, though. Yeah, for the most part, I'm going to skip all the tutorials, because I did just play through this game as a practice playthrough not too long ago, so I'm pretty familiar with everything. But yeah, Baby Bowser only has 20 HP, so it doesn't take too long to finish him up here. I'm a prince. I can't lose to you. Blurg! Oh no, what's happening? Oh no, the Mushroom Kingdom is being attacked by aliens. Of all the things, aliens. Never saw that coming. I mean, I guess the X-Nauts, like, I wouldn't... Would you call the X-Nauts aliens in Paper Mario 1000 Year Door? Because that technically did precede this game, I guess. But again, this happened in the past, so it's... Sometimes I really hate time travel. Famed inventor Professor Egad has completed his time machine. The machine's energy source? This amazing cobalt star. The unveiling took place at Peach's castle and was seen by luminaries from near and far. Princess Peach was reportedly overjoyed by the contraption. So overjoyed, in fact, that she promptly set off to a voyage to the Mushroom Kingdom's past. Of course, her able ward Toadsworth is beside himself with worry. Details at 11. So that's a news report? Like, there's TV in the Mushroom Kingdom? Princess! Please return, your majesty! I say, I am simply beside myself with worry. No need to worry yourself. My machine's safe as can be. Why, there's a 99.999999% chance the princess will return. The horror! Toadsworth, wake up, Toadsworth! Whoa, he worried so hard he KO'd himself. Mario, I'm pretty sure Toadsworth has a refresh room in his room. Think you could go get it? One direct feed, cloud cam view of Princess Peach's castle coming up. Here's Mario's current location. And the refresh room is over here in Toadsworth's quarters. Oh, and by the way, this icon always shows Mario's current location. The icon won't move while you're moving around in the room, but when you go to another room, the icon will also move to the new room. If you lose track of Mario or don't know where to go, or just dig the top screen, look up here to find whatever you seek. Alright, Mario, we're counting on you. The refresh room is in a block in Toadsworth's room. You can't miss it. To remove it from the block, stand beneath it and jump up. That usually works. How's your jumping coming along, huh? Looking good from where I'm standing. Good luck. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be by ourselves for a little bit. Honestly, there's a couple of rooms you can explore through the castle, but there's not really too much of a reason to do so yet. You can find like some blocks that have items, and if I see any along the way, I'll definitely grab them. But you'll be coming back to this place many, many times, so we'll be able to pick up things as we go along here. No problem whatsoever. So we're just going to go ahead and make our way to this room down here. I guess we'll also explore this room really quick just to remind myself what is in here. Okay, it's this room, that's right. Okay, yeah, so we can't do anything in this room yet. So let's go ahead and grab that refresh room. We can also talk to the citizens if you just approach the character and then press the A button when the talking icon appears. Jumping is the most basic actions, you know. I mean, if you don't know how it, if you don't know it by now, yikes. Not that I really need to tell you, but don't forget to jump and hit blocks to collect items. Thanks for the advice, Toad. Thank you for the advice, sir. I mean, you're probably not the Toad, but you are a Toad, so I guess that helps. So you got a refresh room. Hooray! You'll love a good refresh room. I mean, what is a refresh room? I guess it's... They kind of made it seem like it was like a life shroom or something, or a one-up mushroom, but in reality, like, there are those in this game, so why didn't they just call it a one-up mushroom? Because they said that Toadsworth KO'd himself, so he's literally knocked out. Okay. So you can find some more items in this room here. Okay, there's a regular mushroom, there's some coins. I guess we'll also explore this little corner here. We'll explore the left side of the kingdom, I guess. Or the castle, rather. The castle is honestly a pretty big area when you really kind of explore everything. There's just a lot of it, like I said, that we can't do right now just because we need, like, more abilities. If you remember Superstar Saga, there were, like, a lot of different abilities that allow you to kind of cross giant chasms like this, or, you know, jump higher, stuff of that nature. And we'll, of course, be getting those as we go throughout the game. Toadsworth. And he's not gonna die. Can I have your cane? Princess. Doctor, speak, man. Will Toadsworth recover? Oh, the prognosis is grim. I'm afraid our dear Toadsworth has worried himself into a state of shroom shock. Without the restorative properties of a refresh room, there's naught we can do. Toadsworth! Huzzah! Hey, it's the time machine. Whoa, that doesn't look in good shape. Well, take a gander at that. The time machine's returned. Something's amiss, though. What could have gone wrong? Oh, Princess, welcome home. Your Majesty, I've been fraught with... Oh no, it's a thing. What? Wait, Master Luigi! Okay, so once again, we're going to get into another fight here. This guy is called the Junior Shroovoid. He has a little less HP than what Bowser Jr. had, or Baby Bowser, whatever you want to call him. Got 13 health. And yeah, basically this is kind of, again, the tutorial for the older brothers. Not really a whole lot to really mention here. Just kind of basically showing you that because you're controlling, you know, different brothers, you get different buttons. Like Baby Mario used the X button, Mario just uses the A button. So we'll just use that to attack. We're doing less damage, but I guess this guy's probably more defensive than what Baby Bowser is. Master Mario! It's been some time since you battled last, correct? Do you require a refresher on action No! I see. Very well, Master Mario. You are the master. I am getting a little bit of deja vu, I guess. And see, in addition to like being able to avoid enemy attacks during the defensive phase, you can also counterattack too, as you saw from that first attack. Drat, I almost forgot. You can also dodge enemy attacks. Shall I explain this how you perform such evasions? No. I see. Would you then care to hear how to counterattack? No. I see. Very well, Master Mario. You are the master. So yeah, counterattacks are definitely nice. You can kind of make some battles go a bit quicker if you happen to land them. But timing is the key. Timing is the big key. And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like in this game, kind of the battle commands, I feel like they're a lot more difficult in this game compared to Superstar Saga. Like, the timing just feels a lot different. Like, it seems like enemies are faster and you're kind of slower than what you are in Superstar Saga. So as a result, it's definitely, I think, a harder game, at least in my opinion. So we do get our first level up here. We don't have 6 stats anymore. They removed the Bros points, and we'll get into what's kind of replacing the Bros moves in this game later. But you have 5 stats you can increase on every level up. Every level up you get a certain number of stats as it is. And you can also choose an additional stat you can increase a little more with these bonus points. So you can increase HP, which is your health, power, which is your attack power, defense, which is your defensive power, speed, which is basically determines like when you attack during battle. Like if you have more speed than the enemy, you'll go before the enemy, and etc., etc. Stash is, I guess, kind of a luck stat that kind of affects a couple of different things. It does it, like, the more stash you have, you can get like critical hits, which will do a lot more damage. They're more likely to happen though if you have more stash points. And it also affects when shops become available. If you have a high stash value, you can actually get items for cheaper at kind of a discount, I guess. I guess it's kind of a charm or sex appeal type of stat or something. I don't know. That's my guess. And it's funny because the babies actually have a stash value too, which is kind of weird because they don't have facial hair. So I normally like to just kind of go in order for a while. When we get to a certain level, I'll probably stop increasing stash, because I don't think you really need to increase stash that much in this game. The lucky hits are definitely nice, but they'll still come around every now and then. And I feel like as far as items are concerned, you get a lot of coins in this game, especially if you do a lot of battling. So I don't think really stash is as necessary, but I will definitely increase it for a while. And like I said, I'll be going in kind of like a fixed order here. So let's go ahead and start with HP. Nice. Okay, I think that's actually the best value I could get with that at that particular roll. And yeah, there we go. No sign of the princess. No, no, no! That awful monster! Just take her easy now. She wasn't in this feller's breakfast. My DS time radar puts Peach somewhere in the Mushroom Kingdom of yesteryear. The radar? Or time radar? Time radar? You just made that up. Where'd this monster come from then? That I don't know. And with the time machine this dinged up, we're not going anywhere. What's that? Calm down and speak slowly. A mysterious hole has appeared in the garden? It's possible the return of the machine tore holes in the time continuum. To the garden, fellers! Okay, so the garden is just that big area over there.
Okay.
And Luigi is going to come along this time now. Ah, Luigi, are you on your way to the garden?
Oh yeah.
Instead, how about you stand guard and keep that thing from escaping and eating everyone?
Oh no.
Oh, I see. Well, if you'd rather not, I guess I can't force you to do it or anything. Who knows what the future holds, though. Could be. You might face even worse things. Oh, hey, so tell me, are your jumps coming along as well as Mario's? Because he's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, no offense, but next to Mario, that just seems underwhelming. Know what I mean? Show him what I mean, Mario.
Yeah.
Seriously, Luigi, try jumping like Mario. You need more intensity or something. Wow, that was super. That was a great jump, worthy of Mario himself. You really are brothers. Hey, you'd better hustle along to the garden. This game also has, and like I know that it's always been kind of like a thing, but I feel like it's not as blatant as it is in this game. I feel like the developers really hated Luigi. And like again, like that's kind of Luigi's stick in a lot of games, like he's the underappreciated brother, but they really nail it down in this game, especially with one element in the plot at some point in the game, but of course we'll get to that at some other point. But yeah, on the map, as you can see, there are some of those S blocks. Those are save blocks. If you obviously couldn't figure that out, you can save your game by hitting those blocks. I'm just going to do a small bit of other exploring. There's not really a whole lot we can do. This is where the shop would be, but the shop is not open yet. It will be open soon, but yeah, it's not open right now. This is the shroom shop where you can buy and sell items and gear. We're still stocking the shelves, so please come back a bit later, okay? Oh, okay, that sounds good to me. Be sure to save your progress when you see a save album. Yep. Already went over that. So yeah, just again, gonna collect a couple of other items here, get some coins. Don't think there's anything else up here. We can't do anything with this button just yet. But in time, in time. And there we got a mushroom. Now I guess we'll go to the garden, since there's not really... I think we'll get dragged into the cutscene, so we can't explore that other room to the... or those other rooms to the right. But that's okay. That shouldn't be a big deal. So let's go ahead and save our game. And let's see what's going on in the garden here. As I suspected, it's a time hole! Yes sirree, this time hole is a doorway to the past. No doubt about it, it appeared because of that time machine. Careful there, young feller. If I'm right, that time hole leads back in time. Yep, to a younger Mushroom Kingdom. Question is, to where in the Mushroom Kingdom? The other question is, if a feller were to jump in, could he even make it back? Use this time hole to rescue the princess?
Oh yeah.
Now there's an idea. I'd bet dollars to donuts that our best chance is at saving her. Master Mario! Master Mario! The princess, where is Princess Peach? And what were those lights? And what is that odd hole? I demand answers, sir! Master Mario! And there we go, going back to the past. To Holly Jolly Village. Is it Christmas time? We just had Christmas not too long ago. And look at this, it's a talking suitcase. Watch the leather, Professor. No need for the shoving. Oh, you must be Mario. According to the professor, there should be a Luigi here as well, but I don't... Oh my, are you Luigi? Sorry about that. I am pleased to meet you. I am known as Stuffwell. Professor E. Gadd invented me. I am what is called a suitcase. The professor sent me back in time to be your assistant. Yes, assistant is accurate. I'm more than just some place to store your belongings. I have many complex sensors and various memory apparati for data retention and, Well, suffice to say, I am very technologic by contraption standards. I'll be a big help. Why don't we get started by having you go ahead and open me up? Simply press start. So now this is basically how you access like kind of the item menu here. Yes, please note that I can be loaded with all manner of doodads and widgets. Suffice to say, I can certainly carry all of your items. I am also designed to carry a veritable wealth of equipment. And to confirm that you're in tip-top shape, you can check your stats here as well. If I could have your attention to the top screen. This is how much time's passed since you started your adventure, all full of danger and whatnot. This right here is the number of coins you're carrying. And finally, direct your gaze here to sneak a peek at your streamlined statistics. Well, that wraps up my self-introductional. I eagerly await our working together. Press B to initiate my closing minification cycle and store me. Back to adventure! Well, that kind of sucks. I guess we're stuck here. Okay, well, even though he said back to adventure, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and stop this video right here. But I hope you guys enjoy this project. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing this on weekends for a bit until I finish kind of my current weekday project. After which this will probably go back to weekdays and it'll be uploaded 3 times per week as opposed to 2 days per week. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Hope you guys enjoy this. It's going to be fun getting back to another Mario RPG adventure. Should be a lot of fun, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.